Today I'm going to be going through how to stay warm while living in a motorhome during the winter in the UK. So let's get into it, shall we? Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you guys are new here and you've never watched any of my videos, I'm Darren, I'm the Urban Motorhome. I've been living in motorhomes now for just under 7 years. So I've done quite a few winters. I know how to stay warm in a motorhome. So I thought I'd just run through a few hints and tips. I'm not trying to teach any of you to suck eggs. This is pretty basic stuff. First things first is diesel heater. Now, I'm in my second motorhome. In my previous motorhome, I had a diesel heater. I do intend on getting a diesel heater in here because at the moment I've got Audi wet central heating. It is amazing, but it does use quite a lot of gas, which is not a problem. It's just a little bit harder to get hold of these days, but yeah, I can still get hold of it perfectly fine, but I will be getting a diesel heater because diesel's readily available and the heat that comes out of them is amazing. It really is. So yeah, a diesel heater is high on my list to get as soon as I can. Most motorhomes and campervans come with some sort of heating, like the Audi wet central heating or the gas central heating, which is blown air. If you've got self-build, then you probably put a diesel heater in. If you're looking for other heating options, then there is things like this. It's a sort of ceramic heater, an electric ceramic heater. These are about 500-600 watts, so they're not major power hungry. So if you've got an inverter or you've got like an EcoFlow power bank or a Jackery or anything like that, a Blue Yeti, then you can plug one of these into it and then you can get power. Obviously they are power hungry, even though it's only 500 watts, they are power hungry units. Making heat out of electricity is very inefficient on the whole, but these do work pretty well if you're just trying to heat a small area and stay relatively warm. If your motorhome or campervan is really quite small, then one of these might be a good little investment. I know a lot of people carry them within the motorhome and van life community, so definitely worth having one on hand. The next thing you can get to make heat and make yourself a bit more comfortable is one of these. Now these are the heated car seats. You can see this here. So they're 12 volt. I'll show you on the end. They've got a little control panel there, and you just got a 12 volt socket there. Now these are great. I carry one because in the winter when I do meetups, or when it's getting, you got them cold summer nights when you're around a campfire but it is quite nippy. These are brilliant because you can completely hack camping and outside sitting around a fire. So if you've got a little power bank like an EcoFlow or a Jackery or Blue Yeti, like I said, you can plug one of these in and take it out around the campfire, put it on your camping chair, and then you can then be sitting there nice and toasty. It's toasting your butt and your back whilst you've got your little power bank there, and everyone else is a bit like, ooh, they're only getting the heat from the fire, but you're getting the heat from the fire and you're getting the heat from behind. These are brilliant around the campfire, absolutely amazing. But on the same vein of that, you could put these like under your sheet, like under your bed sheet, and then lay on it and then just keep it there. Put it on for a couple of hours, put it on for an hour whilst you warm your bed up, then turn it off, get in bed, and then if you do wake up in the night and you're cold, you can turn it on again. I've been using this one for ages. It's they're relatively cheap. I think you can get them for between 20 and 30 quid, something like that on Amazon. I will put all the links to all these in the description below. But yeah, really good. I mean, I could put it here now if I really wanted to. If it was quite cold now, I didn't want to put the full heating on, then I could just put it behind me and then just sit on it. But yeah, they're brilliant. They're really good to have on hand. So I've just been sending the footage over to Luke, and he gives me a quick call. And he kind of has a go at me and says, how have I not got... And he's a bit confused, completely confused and a bit like bewildered, like, how have you not got an electric blanket? And why are you still using that 12 volt car seat? That's great for outside, but maybe I need to try one. I mean, he and Amy, you've seen them on YouTube, the Nomad pair, they swear by them apparently. Luke was like, yeah, they're the best thing ever. They're amazing. Once you've got one of them, it's just game changer. Apparently it just goes under they put it under their sheet, put your sheet over the top, You got multiple settings and that. It's a silent night one, and he swears by it. He says, like, there's 18,000 reviews and everything. He's got the original EcoFlow Delta, and he powers his on there, and he gets days after days after days out of it, he said. So looks like I need to go buy an electric blanket. I would be interested to know if any of you guys use an electric blanket, because I've just never used one. Never really crossed my mind. I don't know. Yeah, if you've used one, how'd you find them? Any hints, tips or tricks? Drop them in the comments below, because I'm probably going to go buy one, because I've been told that I'm crazy without one. Talking about all these electrical products that we can use to survive winter and live more comfortably during winter naturally brings me on to this week's sponsor, and that's EcoFlow. You guys know how much I love EcoFlow, and this is the Delta 2 Max, which I have been using and testing for months now. I've got the extra battery underneath, but this is an absolute tank. It's a beast. As I was saying, Luke told me that he uses his original Delta, which is the old technology. This is the new technology. This has got new. This is LFP batteries, so you get 3,000 cycles out of these, which is 10 years usage, which is amazing, absolutely brilliant. It's 2,400 watts and peaks at 3,100 watts. If I've got any of these wrong, I will put them a little asterisk on the screen and correct myself. But this can charge up to 1,000 watts from AC and solar at the same time, and be charged in about 46 minutes, I believe. If you just charge straight from AC, it will charge in about 56 minutes, but under the hour, which is incredible fast speeds. It really is an absolute beast. It's got so many ports. I'm not going to turn it round. We'll put some footage over now, because it's a bit of a beast. It weighs 23 kilos, I believe. But you've got 4 AC sockets at the back. You have got the controls at the back where you can turn it on to fast charge or slow charge. And then you've got all these ports at the front, along with the nice screen. 100 watt PD port, which I use for charging my Mac. You've got 2 fast charge USBs and 2 normal USBs. It is an absolute beast. If you're thinking about getting something like, you want a solar system, you want an electrical system in your van, your if your motorhome, your campervan, or your self-build, but you don't know if you're going to commit to it, you don't know if you're going to be, keeping the vehicle, you don't know if you're going to be using it, all year round or anything like that. You want something more portable, then this would be one of the ways to go. This is, I think you can expand it up to 6 kilowatt hours, which is just crazy, because you could just plug the extra one into it, and then you can plug another one into it, which is an absolute, I mean, that would be a beast. 6 kilowatt hours is just an absolute beast. But I've been testing these out for a couple of months now. They sent them to me during the summer. So yeah, I've been putting them through the paces, and this is my backup power. This is my emergency power. This is my green generator, basically. If anything was to happen with my system, if I need power, if someone else, when I'm at a meetup or on the road, someone needs power, or I need power outside, then this is what I'm carrying, and this is what I'll use. I know EcoFlow have got a Christmas sale on at the moment, so if you are in the market for one, then I'll leave a link in the description. They have got a sale on at the moment, but they also, if you have a look at their website, they have got a whole load of refurbished units which they are selling, which if you are in the market for something like this, but cash is a bit tight, which I fully understand, these aren't cheap units, but they are incredible units, then they have got refurbished units where you get an absolute bargain. And it's not just this one, it's their whole range. They've got loads of different stuff. It's like sometimes Apple do it with their phones and their MacBooks and their things. They're completely refurbished. They come with all warranty, and you can grab yourself an absolute steal. But like I say, if you are in the market, then links will be in the description below. I have got a discount code, so follow that, and let's crack on with the rest of the video. The next thing I would definitely recommend is that you've got rugs and carpets down. You don't want to be walking around on the bare floor, because it's just, if you're walking around in your socks or barefoot on bare floor in the cold, it is the lowest point of the motorhome or the van, and that is where the heat is just going to get sucked straight out of you, and yeah, you're not gonna be warm for long if you were warm to start with. So I would definitely recommend putting some carpets down, or putting a nice woolly rug down, even just for the winter. And on top of that, then I would also be wearing something on my feet. So I have slippers. I've got slippers which as soon as I get in the motorhome, I usually put them on, and I'm like a little old man. I'm wandering around in my slippers, which is nice because again, it just keeps your feet nice and toasty. Now, talking about things on your feet, if I have these socks right by my bed. They're just above the little shelf on my above my bed, and they are like little blankets. They're 2.3 tog socks. You can get these on Amazon. You get them from like B&M or Home Bargains or something. But they are absolutely amazing. I keep them by my bed because if I wake up in the middle of the night and for whatever reason either the gas has gone out or I'm just cold, it's usually your feet that are cold. So I chuck these straight on. And then, yeah, if I can't be asked to get out of bed or do whatever, then these go straight on. But in the same time, I do wear these around the motorhome sometimes with my slippers, just to feel nice and toasty and cozy. Yeah, they are brilliant. They are 2.3 tog socks are amazing. Now, you will see there's no curtains here, so this is the next one. In my old motorhome in the Sundance, I had blackout curtains, thermal curtains. As you can see here, these are thermal curtains. They're blackout and thermal. I haven't got any curtains in here at the moment. I've taken the curtains that were standard in the motorhome down. They were just, I felt like they cluttered the place. I didn't need them. These blinds are doing quite well. They are quite thermal to start with, and my radiators are down the side here. Which I'm getting a nice toasty feel from right now. I did have them in the previous motorhome, and they were amazing because I had them on every single window, so they were always closed, so that had a nice thermal barrier. I used to have an overcab bed, so I used to close off the cab area because the cab area was quite cold. I had a lot of glass, and it was just quite a heat suck. So if you've got similar, then you can try and use one of those. They're quite easy to make a nice blind, and again, you can get them on Amazon. And I bought a pair of thermal curtains. I think they were 90 inches by 90 inches or something. So we cut them all up, and then my friend, she sewed them all together and made curtains out of them all for the whole motorhome, and a drop down for the front. So yeah, if you've got windows and you are getting a bit cold, and it is getting, then I definitely recommend thermal blinds. Now this is probably really quite obvious, but a flask and a decent cup. Now, what are you meant to do with these? Well, you know what you do with these. I'm not trying to teach you to suck eggs, but when I'm cold, or if I know it's going to be cold and I'm feeling a bit chill, then I will make a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee, or usually a hot chocolate. Let's be honest, let's have a hot chocolate. But this cup here will hold the heat of that hot chocolate for hours upon hours. So I haven't got to drink it straight away. I can just sip it all day long, or for however long it takes me to get through a hot chocolate. But while I'm boiling the kettle, I boil it. I fill the kettle to the full and boil it, and then I use one of these flasks that will keep stuff hot for 12 to 18 hours. And I fill it to the brim, and then I can make multiple hot chocolates throughout the rest of the day, and I haven't got to reboil the kettle. So if I am cold and I'm just like, oh, I just need I'm really feeling it now, you can just literally make one straight away. You haven't even got to wait for a kettle to boil. You can just crack straight on. If you're not using one of these, then you can use a normal mug, and then you can toast your hands around it, which is quite nice as well. If you're just pottering around the motorhome and you're just doing odds and sods, it's not really that cold, but it's not really that warm, then a beanie. If it's even colder, you could have a big hat, but I mean, this is for the outside. I mean, if you're gonna need this inside, then it's cold. I would definitely look at some more heating options and get the diesel heater cranked up. But just wearing a beanie throughout the day, I do it regularly, to be fair, and it's amazing how much heat we lose out of our bonds. It really is. So chuck a beanie on. Now this, I've actually started using this the last couple of days, and this is amazing. It really is. I was shocked at how long it held the heat. and it's a hot water bottle. But this, obviously, you can see, is a very, very big hot water bottle. I filled this up the other night. I've used it the last 2 or 3 nights. I filled it up when I went to bed about, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock. And it's still warm at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, which is incredible. So the first night I'd done it, had the heating on and this in my bed, and then I woke up like 3, 4 hours later and I was roasting hot. I had to turn the heating off. So now what I figured out is I'll have the heating on during the time I need it, and then as it comes to bedtime, I'll fill up the kettle, boil the kettle, have a little hot drink, fill this up, chuck this in my bed so it starts toasting my bed up. Then I get in bed and then turn the heating off. I turn all the heating off, and then just have this either down near my feet or at the side of me, like at the back of you. And yeah, you wake up in the morning and you're still so toasty. It really is amazing. Yeah, apart from those things, I would say a decent duvet, a good tog duvet would really see you right in this time of year. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's quite easy. I think it's really easy. I think it's not really easy. I think it's easier to get through winter, apart from the dark side of winter, you know, when it's dark and dreary and you can't really go out. That aside, I think it's easier to get warmer than it is to get cooler, because there's all these things we can do to get warm. But once you're hot and you're trying to get cold in summer, once you've got an ice drink and you're taking your t-shirt off, there's nothing more you can do apart from walking into some ice cold place with beautiful air conditioning. There is nothing more you can do, and that doesn't really work well in motorhomes as a whole. So I do believe winters are easier than summers. If you've got any hints, tips or tricks, I would love you to put them in the comments below, because it is cold out there. People are getting cold. Yeah, so yeah, we could all look in the comments, and we can all share them and then help each other out and stay nice, toasty and warm this winter in our motorhomes, campervans and van conversions. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, drop all your hints, tips, tricks and comments in the section below. Next week I've got a special extra long episode for you, just because I love you guys, and it is Christmas. So I'll see you guys next Sunday on Christmas Eve. Take it easy. Bye. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Look at them all.